it's Michelle, and I'm here from Women Who Wow, of course. We are the online premier coaching and mentoring platform for the seriously driven woman entrepreneur. So if you are a seriously driven woman entrepreneur, but you are not yet one of our members, we've got members in every state and a handful of countries, and I would love to have you join us or rejoin us if that's the case. Definitely message me, m.me/women who wow. I never thought I would do this, read publicly from my own personal journaling time. But one of the habits I have, actually, I've never shared before. I think because I think it's a little strange, maybe. But I have journals that I keep, right? And so they're all like my requirements for a journal. It has to have a binder that is like this, like a wire binder. It has to have lined pages, right? And the pages have to be a little bit thick, right? That's like my little requirements for my journals. And every time after I finish like a journal, I always push it over, like I go through it again and I tear out the pages that I want to action on, right? And so anyway, that's one of my little persnickety habits. But I found something when going through the journal that I had kept through, I guess like early February until just recently. And I found something where I had worked with the prompt, I'm not there yet because, and I felt like my reasons for not being there, right? Like my end goal, why I'm not there yet. And I love where I am. I've come a long way, but my reasons for not getting there, I feel like might parallel some things that are going on in your life. So I'm going to share this over. So I want to make sure that people who need to hear this get to hear this. And I want to share this over really quickly. And then let's see if it'll let me go. Okay. Yeah, perfect. So I want to get into the 9 reasons that came up in my own journaling. And you guys definitely tell me whether you're watching live via like love heart showers or comments like that's me or whatever you feel led to do, just to kind of throw your hat over the fence and, you know, declare these kind of experiences kind of dead in your world. So here are some of the reasons that that I found I was not there yet. So one of the accusations I accurately lodged against myself, the first one was you held back. Right? So you held back. And I tell you what, like, I didn't have any other thing. Here's my little page, but I didn't have any other thoughts about that. But a lot of times I find myself holding back from maybe some of my passion, right? Like holding back some of my energy around certain subjects or topics or whatever. So in whatever ways you're holding back, you are definitely like a horse with a bit in their mouth. You are, you're keeping yourself from moving quickly into wherever you want to be. So number 1, you held back. Number 2, and again, these are accusations I lodged against myself. You waited for perfect. Now, this can be a perfect presentation, a better timing, waiting for the perfect website, the perfect opportunity, the perfect timing, whatever, right? If you ever want to know how I feel about perfect timing, all you have to do is search my website, timing. I have a lot to say about that. I actually had someone message me and pitch me on LinkedIn today, and she obviously has never read any of my articles about timing because I said no to her pitch or whatever. And then she's like, okay, well, you know, everything's about timing. I'm like, no, that's BS. Like nothing's about timing, right? It's all about commitment, but whatever. So you waited for perfect. These are accusations against myself. So if it rings true for you, let me know. The third reason that you might not be there yet is you didn't act when inspired, right? Today's inspiration is for today's action. And I cannot tell you how much time I've wasted putting today's inspiration on tomorrow's agenda. You know how this happens, right? Like you are in the bathtub or whatever. All my great ideas come in the bathtub. But you're in the bathtub or wherever you are. You're on a walk. You're on a hike. You're running, whatever. And you get this amazing idea. And you're thinking, this is the most amazing idea I've ever had, right? This is incredible. I'm going to act on it, whatever, but it feels like a big idea, so you don't take action on it. The next day, you're looking at your notes, which are probably in your phone or whatever, and you're thinking, what was I thinking? This isn't that great of an idea. Like, what, you know what I'm saying? That is because yesterday's inspiration was for yesterday's action, and we lose a lot of momentum putting off yesterday's or today's inspiration for tomorrow's action. So you didn't act when you're inspired. I'm reminded of in the Bible when the Israelites were in the desert and God fed them with manna. And it was a very real like command. Don't save today's manna for tomorrow. Trust me for tomorrow, right? And by the next day, all the manna had rotted, right? And it grew worms or whatever. And so the same thing happens. And I see business owners like saving today's inspiration for content for tomorrow. Oh, that's really good. Well, I'm going to pace myself. I'm going to write it tomorrow. I'm going to make it tomorrow's, or I'm going to put it on my content calendar. No. If you are not where you want to be, try acting today on today's inspiration. The fourth thing, you gave up too soon. In today's open Q&A with Women Who Wow members, one of the things we talked about is when you feel like you're in the corner, like a Roomba or like a robot, and it's just kind of hitting all the corners, and then eventually you just turn around and walk away. Many times in business, we give up just before payday. We give up too soon. We play coy with our purpose. We play, we babyfy our commitments, like, oh, I'll do it until it hurts, or I'll do it until it feels uncomfortable, or I'll do it for a very short period of time. Your daily actions are going to decide your destiny and your destination. So if you're not where you want to be, possibly you gave it too soon. The fifth one is you paced yourself. And in my little notes in my journal, I said, never feeling the burn in your lungs. Gosh, I love feeling the burn in my lungs, right? When I'm running, I love it. It's like I feel it. I want to keep feeling it. And so when you are not where you want to be in your business, particularly, maybe you're pacing yourself. Maybe you are not stretching your legs. Maybe you're not like just challenging to see how far you can go and how fast, right? A lot of times we pace ourselves right on into the mediocre masses, right? Right on in. So you might be pacing yourself. The sixth reason that you are not where you want to be yet is you shrugged the big ideas and the big dreams. They came to you and you shrugged them off as either too big or not for me or not for now, instead of anchoring into them. I'm going to leave that one there. The next reason that you might not be there is you played prey, P-R-E-A, and P-R-E-Y, instead of predator, right? A lot of times, here's a cool thing about prey and predator in the natural world, right? So all prey animals, not almost all, but every single prey animal has eyes on the sides of its head, right? And it has eyes on the side of its head because it needs to scan the environment for opportunities and threats and risks, right? Like that's what a prey animal does. And so, but predators, like us, right? We have eyes on the front of our head. Like we are not designed to scan the environment the way a prey animal is. We are designed to go for the goal. And so if you're not where you want to be yet, where did you get distracted looking all around, right? Like where did you get distracted by whatever else was going on in the economy or in your neighborhood or in your family even, right? Like so you played prey instead of predator. Another reason that you might not be where you want to be yet is you played follow the leader instead of follow the soul, right? There's a lot of follow the leader. There's a lot of stepreneur programs out there. I can't stomach them, but there are a lot of them out there. And if you are following the leader and you're doing as she does and you're doing as she says do, then you are missing out of bringing the fullness of you to market. And here's the deal. When you are not bringing all of you to market, if you are trying to dull it down and smooth out the rough edges and all of that stuff, what's happening is you are becoming like a Me Too kind of business, right? Like, oh, she does that, me too. Her sales pages look like that, me too, right? It's like we need to make sure that we are not following the leader, that we're following our own soul, that we're bringing our own, as Simon Bailey says it, your own twisted little view of whatever it is that you do. We've got to be able to show up as different. And we cannot do that when we're following the leader. We absolutely cannot. And the last reason that you are not there yet is, and again, these are complaints or accusations I lodged against myself. You walked leisurely when the course called for a sprint. Aligned with pacing yourself, not feeling the burn in your lungs, but not quite. You walked leisurely when the course called for a sprint. And here's the thing. In every business, in every life, relationship, health goal, business goal, financial goal, whatever, right? Like in each of those situations, there's going to come a time where you are called to sprint, where you're called to do more faster, where you're called to take massive action. And if you dismiss it and keep walking leisurely, it's going to massively hold you back from your destiny and from your destination. So I hope this helps you guys. If it helps you, or if you think it'll help somebody else, share it. Definitely reach out to me about joining Women Who Wow. Now is the time. We are up to amazing things. And I just appreciate you being here with me. I am going to be doing a live, Women Who Wow weekly digest on my LinkedIn page. I have no idea what the link is, but you can find me over on LinkedIn. I'm going to be doing that on either Fridays or Sundays. And I'm starting to share more about my personal life on Instagram. I'm at women_who_wow. It's probably like the worst Instagram address ever. That's where I am. Women_who_wow on Instagram, and I'm starting to have a little bit of fun over there. I still kind of hate them, but I'm having a little bit of fun there, sharing some behind the scenes. I also got hit on for the first time ever. No, I got hit on a while back. All these women online are talking about getting hit on constantly, right? Like getting these messages constantly hitting on them, or inappropriate pictures or whatever. And I'm thinking, I'm not that unfortunate looking. I'm never, ever, ever hit on, ever. And so it's so funny because I posted this picture on Instagram. I kid you not. It's of my favorite gray fuzzy blanket. And I got hit on so much. People are like responding like, oh, hey, cutie pie. And I'm like, you know what? I post pictures of myself all day long. Nobody says a word. I post a picture of this fuzzy old blanket, and I get like 3 DMs of men hitting on me. So I don't know what that says about me. You can find me over on Instagram. And I just appreciate you being here. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.